All right, Most High God, thank you so much. Please block anybody trying to interfere with this reading and this video. Do step in and deliver your messages to your children. Thank you. Alrighty. So, people of the earth and beyond, hello. Let us see what our Creator has on its docket to talk to us about today. Let the head creator speak. Too many people be trying to ignore God's messages, you know. I think maybe I do it too sometimes. Not 100% sure, but that could be me in denial. But at the end of the day, life is a gift, and the point of life is for us to be able to do what we want to do with the gift of life, you know? I believe that the safe way to go about ignoring God, if we're going to ignore God's advice, or if we're going to have a, a disagreement with God's advice, is to do all things in moderation. And that way, you're still in the right while you're doing what you want to do. If what you want to do is in the wrong, okay? But I'm gonna tell you an experience that I've had with the divine, and it shows that sometimes, oh, it seems like this is what God want to talk about, but I'm not gonna go too far. But this, y'all know how I do my thing, so I'm gonna share this experience with you because God is the most important thing. Okay, so this experience I had with God was, y'all who know about this horrible love life situation I've been dealing with for years now. It got to a point where, okay, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. All the thoughts are rushing to me at once because I've already lived this. So I have to slow down and say the story, how the story went, so that we can learn from it. So these men were basically hired and encouraged to come into my life to hurt me, to make me feel like I'm nobody, because that was part of the grand plan, to break me down and make me kind of stop being my best self, stop striving for my highest attainments, right? So, shit, that was never debatable in my world, in my mind, okay? And what I realized with several of them, because there were four of them, right? With several of them, two of them specifically, I realized that I be wanting to leave and go about my business, because it's like I see that these guys aren't treating me right. So it's like I'm done here type of energy, right? And God would always encourage me to go back, be nice to them. And in my mind, I'm doing the best thing for myself, because shit, why you gonna be around somebody that's treating you like crap? Like, who the fuck do you think you are? I I know who I am. You don't know who I am. That's why you're dealing with me like that. But I know who I am, and I know I don't need to take this shit because I deserve much better. Okay? So I'm always ready to roll out because running away was always my thing. Okay. I don't waste time with people that's treating me like crap. Neither in family, business, love relationships, not my child. I don't take shit from nobody because I don't give shit to people, right? So God would always send me back, even though these men are treating me like crap. And God know that I know that they're treating me like crap. And God know that they're treating me like crap. But God would always send me back to be with them. And being the obedient child that I am to God, most of the time I listened. And each time I go back, I would get hurt by this person. The two of them. The cycle is completely finished with one of them. At least for the foreseeable future. That's for damn sure. With another one, is the cycle is the door is almost closed, but the door is still open. Okay. So how the first one came to its final cycle is it got to the point where he disrespected me, and I felt like shit. Even if God asked me to go back, I'm not going back. I'm done. And that was the right answer because what God wanted me to do is see the cycle all the way through. Why? Because if you don't see a cycle all the way through, you will always keep that door open. So running from a broken heart is not always the best thing to do because you always leave the door open. The cycle is unfinished. Your contract is still live with that person. If you build up your bravery, if you have a space in your heart for that person, if you actually love that person, you build up the courage to give that chance. Even if you know they're going to mess up, it's best that you prove yourself right. Like, I know you're going to hurt me. I don't need to tell you that I know, but I know you're going to hurt me. So you know what? I'm going to give you one last chance. I'm going to come back to you again. I'm going to do what God said. And I'm going to deal with you again. And so said, so done. And it so happened that that last hurt, my phone was doing something. Yeah, so when they talk about the straw that broke the camel's back, that last time I went back, he hurt me, and that was the straw that broke the camel's back. So after that happened, it's like, okay, I know I'm done here. Not even God can tell me to go back. Okay. So I'm saying this story to highlight the fact that sometimes, I mean, God didn't tell me to go back after that. I feel like that I realized that it was actually the end. But at the end of the day, it's still a choice. So I understand why God kept sending me back into that horrible situation. Okay. It's not because God wanted me to get hurt, it's because God wanted me to close out the cycle. Prove yourself right. Yeah, you suspect that he's gonna hurt you, but it's better not to live wondering if you were right. If you can find the courage and open yourself up and give this motherfucker a chance to do right by you, see what he would actually do. And he hurt me again, so that just made me realize, yeah, it's time to close the cycle. Okay, so that was the first experience. Now, with this other person, what happened was he kept hurting me, and God keeps sending me back, sending me back, sending me back. So this time, I decided, you know what? I'm putting in a request to pull a Jonah and the whale move in this situation, because I know the importance is in going back and completing the cycle. But me, I am not going back. If you want me and this dude back together, Most High, you're gonna have to do it yourself, because I am not going back. I'm gonna be honest with myself that the door is not closed, but I'm not making this last attempt easy. I'm not subjecting myself to possible hurt easily. I'm not making it easy. So it's it's gonna be hard for him. Shit, you're gonna have to put in that work this time if you want another chance to get right by me. God is gonna have to pick me up, and I don't know how God gonna do it, but God is gonna have to make a way, because my heart is closed. The door's open, but my heart is closed. Because I know better. I know where we've been. I know what we experienced, and I'm not doing that shit again. Not willingly, not easily. So God is gonna have to. He gonna have to talk to God if he really want me. He gonna have to talk to God. And so this time, if he mess with me, he really gonna have to answer to God, because God is gonna remember and remind. God is gonna remind him of the conversations that they had. Like, you asked me for her. You had her. I see how you dealt with her. You see how you dealt with her. She see how you dealt with her. She left. And now you begged and pleaded with me to open the door for you once again. And then this is what you do. So this last cycle, I'm not making it easy for anybody. So when he does get the opportunity, when God give him the opportunity, if he messes it up, it'll be absolutely clear to him that he deserved to lose me. And it will be clear to me that I should walk away and not look back. Okay? Because we've already been down this road so many times. And I'm not going back easily. And if God has to help him to get me back, then that means he will have had conversations with God. And now he's not working or talking through me. He's talking to my lawyer, God. So I'm not going to make this last connection happen, but I expect it to happen. I know it's going to happen. And whatever happens, it'll be a big moment. It's either going to be a big good moment or a big bad moment. Either way, I'm not helping him. It was, he got my love for free the first time. This time, that shit ain't free. This time, you're going to earn it. Yeah. So at least God did a try before you buy. He got to experience me for free and fucked it all up. And now now he's like a fish out of water. He's dry. Because you know how love go. Love make you feel good. Love make you feel powerful. Love make you feel all mushy and squishy and squishy inside and outside. Love make you feel like you're that guy, like you're that girl. You know what I'm saying? He don't have that no more. You want it back, you're gonna work for it. You're gonna make it happen. I'm not helping you either. I told you I was expensive. You didn't believe me. You say, oh, she's not in my class. Yeah, you're right. I'm not in your class. But I'm not a class below you. I'm classes above you. Don't watch my physical appearance and judge me. Don't listen to the lies that people tell you about me and judge me. When you experience me, That's a whole different vibe. That's the real McCoy. My spirit, my soul, this body doesn't do justice to the beauty that is my spirit. This body, this appearance doesn't do justice to the beauty that is my soul. If you think I'm cute on the outside, you should see me on the inside. Anywho, so I was saying all that to talk about being defiant to God and God's advice or commands. Okay, it's sometimes it's a test. So even when God is telling us to do things, it is necessary that we think about what God is telling us to do, because sometimes it's a test. Because God has asked me to go back so many times to this one. I guess it's because the cycle wasn't finished or isn't finished, because my heart is still open. When your heart is closed after the person, that's how you know y'all don't have no unfinished business. But in time that there's a little space in your heart that you feel all fuzzy and lovey towards this person, even if you're not giving them that love or allowing them to get close to you to get that love, that means the door is still open to them, bruv. And that is not uh it's not a safe space to be in, because even if you get in another relationship, your heart still, you have this person, there's a space in your heart where this person resides. That's why it's not good to get into like relationship just straight after. It's good to give yourself space and time. Yeah. Or else you just complicate your new person's life. It's like, why you get with me if you're still into him or her? Why you playing with me? But yeah, the first message is, when God tell you to do things, just take a moment and think about what God is telling you to do. Make sure that it's what you in your soul want to do, because your soul is the GPS to your true fate. Okay? You already have the map to your true fate. So be aware of the test. Sometimes God is advising us and it's good to follow the advice, but sometimes it's just a test. Because, like I said, that's the point I was trying to make with this last one. God kept sending me back the cycle, because the cycle. Oh fuck! Every time I say that, everything just clears out my brain. I'm going to say it, so you can keep your dirty magic to yourself. I'm going to say it because it's the goddamn truth. If it breaks your heart, then fucking welcome to the club. You've broken mine many times. So leave me and let me say my truth. So yeah, God keeps sending me back because the cycle isn't finished in this situation. This is what happened. This is what life look like when you're dealing with magicians, okay? Yeah. But it's cool, because two magical people make a magical baby. If he can make it. Wait. Huh. He doesn't want me to say it because it's like it's too painful. Yeah. That's what it feels like with a knife going through your bumbleclot chest, fool. That's what you've been doing to me all 2024 and into 2025. I've been getting that. Yeah. Your turn. Most High, please help me make this point to the people, because I'm trying to teach a class here. And this idiot is making it all about him. Our situation is a great lesson for the nation. So, fuck him and his feelings. Okay. So you were trying to get me to go back to him, and I kept refusing. I keep refusing. You know that the cycle is not finished. That's why you keep sending me back. Well, I guess God, see how God is supporting him? God don't even want to make me, God don't want to make me say it either. See how much God be on this idiot side? Don't worry. Let him continue to take God's support for granted. You think? Yeah, it's cool. I'm used to you being on his side. Shit. I still don't have any hope in his staying power. He can get me, he can't keep me. At the bottom of the deck, we got judgment. Tower and judgment. So the judgment is reviving something. So it's like I'm trying to get the message and it's just not coming. God thinks it's funny. God is making a whole joke out of this situation, but it's all right. Enjoy yourself. God is like man, the underlying issue is me trying to recollect what I'm trying to say. Me trying to revive. Yeah, his heart can't take it, huh? You play with fire, you're gonna get burned. It's all right. You can support your son. It's all right. I'm the strong one anyway. He's just a man. I'm a woo and a man, okay? I don't know what woo is, but I'm that. He's not. God has something to say about that. Let's see. Ooh, so we got Knight of Cups in the reverse. Let's check out, make sure if it's meant to be. Yeah, it's in the reverse. So what did I say? I said that I'm the stronger child, and he is he's just a man. I'm a woo and a man. He's just a man. We got Knight of Cups in the reverse. So Knight of Cups in the upright is basically making a loving offer. In the reverse, what does it mean? Not making a loving offer? Yeah. Ain't no love here. Okay, maybe a little bit, but that, yeah. Let's see. So we got the Hanged Man to the Sun to the Nine of Wands to the Seven of Cups. God got something to say about my woo man statement. To the Knight of Wands to the Two of Swords to the Three of Cups to the Six of Cups. Let's see what God is saying. Because Knight of Cups mean I'm being unkind. Yeah, you're being kind to him. I think that's enough kindness for him. He don't need me to be kind to him. He was unkind to me. That's your child. That's not my child. He's your choice. He's not my choice. I chose him for me after you chose him for me. Okay? And he's very annoying. Okay? So I guess this reading today is y'all observing my conversation with God about this current idiot who's supposed to be my guy. See, that don't even feel right. You see how I responded to that? And it's not that I didn't want him to be my guy. He didn't want to be my guy. He was using me and abusing me, the gift that God gave him. Him and his friends or co-workers or whatever the hell they are to him. So let's see what God is saying to me, because I made a statement about woman. So Welcome to my world, my private space with God. Okay. Usually it's just through conversation, but through I'm using the cards today. The cards are talking. So the hanged man to the sun. So it's like enlightenment. And then the sun. Uh, so I'm right. So the enlightenment, the hangman to the sun, is like the knowledge is bright and beautiful and right. And that's making people feel bad. Nine of wands. And it brings confusion, okay, to all these men who are not real with themselves, these players, Knight of Wands energy. It confuses players and it blocks their path to happiness. It blocks their path, Two of Swords, to being happy and being nice. Because I said what I said, shit, I don't care. The underlying issue is the Two of Cups. So because I said that I am I am the stronger one, dude is offended. I don't care. The truth hurts, but it's not an offense. Okay? You may be physically stronger than me, but that's where it stops. Mentally, I'm doing a lot better than you. I'm the one carrying this relationship. I was the one carrying this relationship. It was because of me and my ability to present my heart over and over again, even though I knew that you were doing me wrong. I knew that there was a potential for you to hurt my heart again. I kept giving it to you, didn't I? Isn't that strength? No, y'all see it as stupidity. Y'all see it as, ooh, your game is working. That's how y'all see it. Y'all don't see the true strength of a woman because society taught y'all, oh, she's just a woman. So you may see it as unkind for me to say that I am woo and man. You're just a man. But the truth is not an offense. We know about women and how what roles we play in the world. Look at what I'm doing as a woman. Just look at my situation. In spite of all the things that Babylon is doing to me, I'm still risking my life to bring these messages to the nation. I'm not bowing out like a little pussy, like you and the other men who are trying to stop me from doing this. Y'all are afraid to speak the truth. Y'all are afraid to stand up. Y'all are afraid to look crazy. Y'all are afraid to lose your riches, lose your current ranking. Y'all are afraid to be left out of the group. Y'all are afraid of so many things. I don't care about all that. I'm stronger than you, man. Y'all would sacrifice your own happiness just to fit in. Y'all would sacrifice your whole happiness just to make a little bit of money. I was loyal. Even though I knew you were doing me wrong, even though I knew you were working with my enemies, I still gave our relationship a chance by, okay, they're doing what they're doing. I'm going to still be me. So at least you're going to get a chance to get to know me. Whatever you choose to do with the information, that's your business. You knew that I knew that you were working with them. And I know that you know that I knew that you were working with them. So it wasn't a secret that you were a bad guy. But I also knew that you were being deceived and turned against me, just like Craig and them turned all the other men against me. They did it to you too. Craig and Malachi and Karen, they did it to you too. They lied to you about my character so that you can feel comfortable to treat me like shit. I knew that that's what was happening. But I liked you. So I took the opportunity to get to know you and give you the opportunity to get to know me, hoping that you would do right by me. But you never did. So, in spite of what they were telling you, the lies they were telling you about me and the way that I was, you chose to believe their lies. You chose to ignore my truth. Even though you're not a regular human being, you felt the spiritual vibrations, you know. But you chose to ignore all of that and believe the lies instead and treat me like shit because it suited who you were at the time. You were deep in your player vibe. So by believing the lies about me made you comfortable to continue to play with me and my time and my sexual energy and my attention while you felt comfortable to go and deal with all the other chicks that you wanted to deal with. You didn't have to take me seriously. So you lied to yourself to accommodate the player that you preferred to be. You lied to yourself and you minimized my value because it suited you at the time. That's weak. That's irresponsible. And now look, you want to get back in my life and I won't let you back in. Neither for love nor money. Not even God can tell me. God gonna have to pick me up and put me back in your presence. I'm not going anywhere near you. And you're not allowed to come anywhere near me. God is gonna have to work a miracle to put this back together. This two of cups. And in the meantime, I'm going to be free to speak my truth. So you need to listen and know that this is how this girl think. You have your pluses, but I have more pluses than you. It's not an offense, it's the truth. And then y'all want to be mad at women because we accomplish so much when you don't leave us with a choice. Men don't leave us with a choice. We have to accomplish a lot because we got responsibilities. And the way that y'all design society and everybody subscribe to the woman doing everything and the man just go work and make the money and come home. That's it. We have to be more than you because we're always put in a position where we're made to carry heavier loads than you. Y'all are trained to ignore your emotions. Y'all are trained to lie to yourself about how you feel, especially when it comes to loving a woman. That's not strength. That's avoidance. Strength is what I'm doing. I don't want to admit that I love you, but I have to. Because if it's the truth, then I have to speak the truth. Even though the human side of me want to be rebellious and spiteful and hurtful towards you because you've been that way towards me. I don't want to admit that I still have a door open for you, but I have to, because it's the responsible thing to do. Because if I move on with my life and I never admit that, I'm just creating a future disaster. Because why would I allow somebody into my world when I haven't completely shut you out? That's irresponsible behavior. And too many people have already fallen in this trap for me to come and repeat it as well. I've seen a lot of people try it that way, and I've decided I'm gonna try something different. I don't know if what I'm doing is gonna work. I don't know if it's the best decision, but it's different to what has already been tried, tested, and proven to be shit. That's why I'm just leaving this up to God. Because even though I still have love for you, my heart will not open to you. I don't want you anywhere near me. You don't deserve to be. You don't deserve to get a hug from me. You don't deserve to get a kiss from me. You don't deserve to get a conversation from me. But I still love you. I'm paying you according to your works, innit? You've been that horrible to me that you pushed me that far away from you. Your behavior has pushed me this far away from you that I don't even want to have a conversation with you. First of all, if you open your mouth to say anything, what kind of weight do your words even carry? Are you going to speak the truth, or are you just going to say what you think I want to hear, or what you think I need to hear? That's not what I want. I want authenticity. If you want to be a dickhead, I prefer you be a dickhead and learn how to stop being a dickhead rather than pretend you're not a dickhead just so that I could open my door and feel good towards you again. Be real. Even if I don't like your realness, be real. I prefer that. If I know what your real is, then we can start working from there. Anybody can be charming. It's an act. Being charming could easily be fake. I don't want charming, I want real. If you're a mumu, I want to know you're a mumu so I can unmumu you. You see? I'm showing more strength than you again. You're the one that's broken. You're the one that's fucked up. And even though I had to live with the broken hearts that you gave me, here I am, still open to being able to help you to find your way, even in a small way. Because, like I said, you're going to earn any love that I give to you this time around. I'm not giving it to you for free. I will give when you give. Because before I was giving to you and it meant nothing to you. I was very giving to you and it meant nothing to you. You took it all for granted. So now I give to myself. I look great, don't I? My life is productive. I got a lot of energy. I mind my own business. All my thoughts and energy is invested in myself and what I need to do. That's why my life has been going so great. I don't have your dead weight to carry around. What you do don't hurt me anymore, so I don't suffer depression and sadness and broken heart on a regular basis like you were making me last year. See the difference? This is why a lot of women glow up when we leave certain men, certain types of men. You're the problem here. And you could do better. You could do so much better. But courage is what you do not have. The courage to be real, the courage to be true. You love me and you miss me. I know. You miss the way that I loved you. You miss the good fortune that my presence brought you. You miss being inspired by my energy and my personality and the the new experiences that you had by me being a part of your world. You miss that. I know. You have the power to get me, but you don't have the power to keep me. And that is my problem with you. I don't want you to just get me. I want you to be worthy of me. Don't get it twisted. Men have their strengths as well, but I'm going to be honest with y'all. Women are a lot stronger than men because you all made it so. As a culture, y'all found pleasure in not taking care of the kids. Y'all found pleasure in not washing the dishes. Y'all found pleasure in not cleaning the toilets. Y'all found pleasure in not having to give us a massage. Y'all found pleasure in being able to call the shots and your voice is heard. So what I'm trying to say is the reason why women are stronger than men is you all don't ever put yourselves in challenging positions. That's why we're stronger than you. And it doesn't have to be that way because life is a choice. That's why God says, or it's been taught, and it is true, that we all have masculine and feminine energy. Y'all always want to be in that masculine energy. You always want to be running things and controlling things, but y'all don't want to ever get in that energy where you're humbling yourself and learning something and taking on the challenge. Most of you, more of you are starting to get into your feminine energy where you're being caring fathers, your fathers that are present in your child's life. And what you don't realize, you men who ignore your family life obligations, is that you miss a lot of lessons that you would get if you were to interact with family life. Why would you be alive and you don't know how to clean a toilet properly? The knowledge that you learn from cleaning the toilet, you could take it to other areas of your life. But it's beneath you. But it's not beneath the woman, no? Cleaning a toilet is beneath you, but it's not beneath the woman. So what happens now is the woman get a lot of practice at keeping her toilet clean. And when you become a single man, you don't have a clue how to keep your toilet clean. So when people walk into your house, it stinks. The toilet stink from the bathroom, just light up the whole house because you never took the time to learn. You never took the time to engage in the experience. So when the woman leave your house becomes a pie because you don't know how to do anything. Yeah, you could wash and fold up the clothes, you could cook some food and whatnot, but I'm sure that toilet gonna have your house smelling stink, and nobody gonna want to be in your house. People are not gonna be comfortable when they come to your house. It's like, why your house smell like this? And then the sink, all the little bits that a woman has learned to pay attention to keep all them foul odors and whatnot out of the house. You don't know anything about that. So there's a whole bunch of things that'll be going on in your house that's gonna make your house smell stink as a bachelor, as a single man. And that in itself is gonna make you depressed because what? You thought you were too high and mighty to learn how to clean your house properly because it's a woman's job. And then you wonder why the woman is more powerful than you. When people go to her house, it's an entirely different vibe, bro. They prefer to go to her house, then you get vexed and jealous. Why y'all prefer to go to her house? Because your house stink, bro. Your house is dirty. You don't know how to clean. You think you wiped your toilet, but there are parts on the toilet that you didn't touch, and that's where the smell is coming from, the hard to reach parts. If you had taken the time to clean your toilet and to interact with your woman and uh, show some interest in what she's doing, then you would have learned a thing or two. And then people won't have to scorn your house. They'd be happy to come to your house too. People want to breathe clean air. And that's just a small example of how women became more powerful than men. In dealing with the children on a regular basis, we have to deal with their emotions. We have to become psychologists because they go to school or they go on a play date with their cousins or whatever, and then they got disputes, and we have to listen to hear about their feelings and teach them how to manage their emotions and teach them how to settle their disputes amicably and all these things. These are lessons that women have been learning because we have been doing these things. Because we have no choice. Because we're not going to leave our children just good women don't do that. You got some worthless women out there nowadays who do that. They don't give a fuck. If the father don't give a fuck, they don't give a fuck. But I'm not one of them. I will look after my children by myself. Because I refuse to have them grow up and say I did not play my part. I refuse for God to look at me and say I didn't do a good job. They're my children, they're my responsibility. You don't have to be there. I'm going to look after them anyway. And look at what Malika turned out to be. Malachi was absent through the whole experience. And look at what Malika turned out to be. I'm that type of woman. I'm expensive. I don't cost money. The currency for me is not money. I could take care of that myself. I want to be loved. I want to be dealt with fairly. I don't want a man who is programmed by the general ideologies of this society. I've elevated past those thinking and those behaviors. I want a man who is on my level. So if me saying that woman is more powerful than man offends you, you need to break it down as to how I even came to that conclusion in the first place. I've already started to help you. We do almost everything. A man get with a woman, she do all the banking, she do all the grocery shopping, she make all the doctor's appointments. Of course she gonna be more than you. You don't get involved in anything but whatever work you got you got going on. That's it. You are master over there, and that's it. You're not present in the family. You're not present in the day-to-day running of the household. Most of you, that's how you are, and you make up all type of excuses why it's okay for you to not engage in these things. You're happy to have someone to do that shit for you, not realizing you're putting yourself at a disadvantage because now that woman becomes indispensable, indisposable. If she leave your life, your whole shit crumbles because you never learned to do anything for yourself because you had a woman. So without that woman, you're lost. You got to start from scratch, doing shit that you're supposed to have been taking the time to get to know if you were involved as a team with the woman. Yeah, she could take the responsibility, but that don't mean that you get to just shut your brain off from all that she has to deal with. you're a team. You're a unit. Washing the dishes is as much your business as it is hers. Cooking the food is as much your business as it is hers. Making those doctor appointments or whatever is as much your business as it is hers. Dealing with the emotions of your children and their drama, their children melee, because they get into fights. They feel love for girls or boys as well, you know. The same things that we go through that we're learning, they're going through it. And we have to have the right words to say. How are we going to do that if we never practice? We have to have the right teachings to teach our child so that they can learn to navigate. Because what we teach them when they're small is what they're going to grow up always believing until God blesses them with life experiences to put them on the right path after we done fucked up their meditation, their psychology. We fucked up their programming by teaching them wrong things. You wonder why outdo men. We learn a lot more than y'all. Even in the house where, okay, not in a relationship, but even in a house, the mothers, a mother raising her children, she give a lot more responsibilities to the woman than she does to the daughter than she does to her sons. The average mother. Really good mothers, they understand the importance of letting their sons clean the toilet. And you might hear me talk about clean the toilet and thinking that it's a simple thing, but the toilet and the garbage can and the kitchen, these places have the ability to just light up the whole house and make come into your house a pleasant experience. It's germs accumulating and multiplying. That's why it's smelling up the whole house. You have carpets and you don't keep your carpets clean, it's not going to be pleasant to come to your house. A good mother teaches her sons how to be, how to get in touch with his feminine side, since y'all say it's woman's work. A good mother teaches her sons how to be a whole human. You don't need a woman. So any woman think they're going to come around you and hold you ransom because they got things that they do for you that they know you can't do for yourself. They got another thing coming. They can't use them type of manipulation tactics on you. You know how to iron for yourself. You know how to cook for yourself. You know how to help. You know how to clean your house. You know how to clean your toilet. You know how to wash your dishes. Shit. You know how to make your own money. And you don't need her sex because you're quite happy to do it yourself. That's how a real mother train a whole son, masculine and feminine. Most of y'all make up all these excuses as to why you shouldn't get into your feminine energy, especially when it comes to your feelings towards the woman that you claim say you love. If she don't have everybody else in the group's approval, quickly you find reasons to not love her. You don't have a mind of your own. Just because your brethren don't approve of her, all of a sudden, she's not the apple of your eye anymore. Or because your family don't approve of her, all of a sudden, she's not the apple of your eye anymore. That's weak mind. The question is, how did she even come to be the apple of your eye in the first place before you allowed all these people's opinions to infect your mind? What about her made you feel like, yeah, that's mine? I want her to be mine. That's what you need to focus on. Because look, I'm a great girl. Do you know how your life would have been good right now if I was in your life? I mean, you'd have to be more disciplined. You're not disciplined enough for me, so we would have some problems there, so. But I bring you joy. I bring you a lot of joy. And I'm understanding and patient enough to know where you're at psychologically to help you walk through that mindset and that state of being to being the emperor that God is calling you to be. Because I'm an empress. See the type of woman that you would have by your side. So it's not like say you have to go through this experience all by yourself. It's like you have a whole psychologist in your yard, in your presence. All these skills that I have is not for you to be jealous of. It's for you to see how you can utilize these skills to help to make you, upgrade you to the man that the world around you doesn't know how to help you to become. You're not surrounded by the right type of people. So you can never reach the heights that I can take you. They don't think like me. They're not as patient and as understanding as me. You took me for granted. And you help people try to destroy me. And yet here I am still open to giving you another chance. That's strength. You know all the ways you disrespected me. And I'm aware of many of them too. And yet here I am, knowing what I know, willing to open up to you again. I'm just not going to make it easy for you. That's strength. If I was you and you were me, and I did to you what you and your friends or colleagues did to me, would you be this open towards me? If you were in my position and I was in your position, you'd probably want to kill me. Maybe that's why I kind of feel like if you hurt me one more time, I will hurt you because you've done too much. So yeah, you probably would have want to kill me long time ago. You probably wouldn't allow me the chance to get to do as much things as was done to you. Just imagine if I was in your position and you were in my position and I did to you with my colleagues or friends or frenemies. If I did to you with those people what you did to me, what would your response be right now? You see? It's heavy. It's dread. It's dreadful. What you did was a terrible thing. And yet here I am speaking to you in a humane, respectful manner. I'm being firm, but I'm being respectful. Just that some of my truths may hit you kind of hard, but after I break it down, you understand what I mean. So it's not for you to be offended by a woman is stronger than man. Y'all made us this way because y'all run from your responsibilities. We pick them up. We end up doing the work of both mother and father. So of course we're gonna be stronger than you in many ways, smarter than you, learn more patience than you. But we already been through that. You get what I'm trying to say? It's not an offense. Y'all made us this way. If y'all were to take up your responsibilities, then y'all would be on our level when it comes to strength. Instead of allowing the world to convince you that all these things are woman work. It's not woman work. We are people. We are parents. We are lovers. We are roommates. Supposed to help each other. There's no such thing as woman work and man work. The only thing is woman work is carrying the child. The only thing is man work is providing the seed. That's it. I can't provide sperm and you can't carry a child, you have no womb. That's woman work and that's man work. That's it. Otherwise, that we're all capable of everything. I could be a mechanic if I wanted to. You could be a hairdresser if you wanted to. I could be a construction worker if I wanted to. And what's something called woman work? Let's see, what's another example of woman work? You could be a freaking receptionist if you wanted to. You could knit for a living if you wanted to. There's nothing to stop you but people's opinions. And you allowing those opinions to steer you away. Yeah. See, the kind of illusions and delusions that y'all are so saturated with, I've overcome many of them. Babylon can't hold me back. Society can't hold me back or hold me down with those petty thoughts and petty ways of being. That can't work on me. And it can't work on my children. If I have a son, he's gonna learn how to sit down and piss. Keep the toilet spotless so you don't have to worry about your pee-pee touching the toilet. But you're gonna sit down and piss because all this shaking your penis and making piss splatter all over the walls. Who taught men to do that? That's like the most ridiculous, one of the most ridiculous things that men do is shake after you pee. What the fuck is that? That's disgusting. That is careless. Piss belong in the toilet, not on the toilet back, not on the toilet seat, not on the floor, not on the wall behind the toilet, not on top of the toilet tank. Shaking, that's what shaking bring. It splash piss everywhere. And then you don't want to clean it up. You're not going to piss like that in my house. You sit down and you make the piss go in the toilet. And then you use some tissue and you pat the rest dry, and then you pull up your boxes. I will give you some time. Does that make sense or not? Is that more hygienic or not? You sit down as a man, you pee, you get some tissue, and you pat the excess pee dry. You don't let that shit drop on the floor or drop on the toilet seat or drop in your boxers. That's disgusting. Going around smelling like piss, thinking you're the man. The same way women need to pat our noonie dry so we don't go around with piss in our panty crotch, smelling, looking like $1 million and smelling like a bumbleclot toilet. Why you think we want to be cool with men smelling like piss? I'm not going to talk about how we're going to use the toilet to shit. I'll save that for another video. But this is just to show you that there's so many things that we need to learn. There's so many things that we need to correct. Simple things. About shake after you pee. Shake. Shake what? Where? When you go into the toilet, you lift up the toilet seat. That's why it's important to always keep your toilet clean. So you don't have to worry about touching the toilet seat. Because some people, they don't keep their toilet clean. So when you go to lift up the toilet, your hand could go and pee underneath. When you go to lift up the toilet seat. Cleanliness is godliness. And I'm only going to go that hard and make that type of effort for a man who is worthy of that type of level of care and consideration. That's the type of house that the man in my life enjoys. A clean, bomber-clad house. But you have to be worthy of me putting in that much effort to give you such a nice castle to live in. Even if it's a little matchbox. Even if it's a little house, it's a little clean house. Go to some of these mansions and it's just disgusting. If they don't have a maid coming in doing the dirty work for them, you wouldn't want to go back to the mansion. Yeah, it's pretty, but it stinks. Pretty house. Smell real bad. I don't do maids and all that stuff. I'm not gonna be working for my money to pay no damn maid service. I'll clean my house myself, thank you. I don't want no strangers in my yard. So therefore, I don't want no massive house. I want a house that's big enough. So whether I'm uber rich or I'm a little bit rich, it don't make no difference. Just because I got a lot of money don't mean I need a house with 7, 8, 9 bedrooms. For what? My house, the size of my house should be in correspondence to the size of my family. And I want a big room, just a big empty room. Yeah. Because I do arts and crafts and I exercise and all type of things. So yeah, we need one big empty space. But the rest of it, shit, if you got 2 children, you got 2 bedrooms, and shit, I want my own room. So that's gonna be 4 bedrooms. And then you can have a spare room just in case we have a guest. So it's good to have a guest room. That's it. And you have your kitchen, your bathroom, or maybe a bathroom and a half. You have one just toilet, or maybe even 2 bathrooms. It depends on how life is going. Just because I'm rich, it don't mean that I need to be frivolous with my money. That's how rich people go broke. So yeah. So me saying that woman is stronger than men, it made you feel some type of way. I don't care. I've explained myself as to why I said that, and I'm sure that anybody listening to me who is honest with themselves, they see and agree why the fuck I said that. So I don't care how it make you feel. Let's read on. So that's the message. The underlying issue is the Two of Cups with the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, being defensive. Seven of Wands. And we got Queen of Wands. Because who is stronger? The Queen of Pentacles or the Queen of Wands? The Queen of Pentacles is the woman of the house. You see, the Queen of Wands, she's just like sexy and feisty and entertaining. This is the woman of business. This is the mother. This is the one who has her own business going as well. She's a mother, she's handling house life, and she got her own business and whatnot on the side. She got her own life on the side. This woman here, this woman here is the one that men go googly eyed over. Men go googly eyed over the Queen of Wands because she's all sexy and seductive, but can she keep a house? Can she raise children to be productive, respectable members of society? When they go out into the world, are they going to make you proud, or are they going to make you embarrassed to call them your own children because of her influence? You see? So the Two of Cups to the Queen of Pentacles, that's what I'm on. I'm that girl, and I'm fighting down being seen as just a sex symbol or something. It's like, get out of here with that. Yes, I'm sexy, but I'm so much more than just sexy, bro. Don't get this shit twisted. You give me all my bumbleclad credit. You don't minimize anything. Yeah, I'm sexy, but I also know how to keep a house clean. I know how to cook. I know how to raise children. I know how to take care of you when you're sick. I know how to fuck you real good. I know how to make love to you too. I can run my own business and take care of family life. The fuck? I can even help some of your friends take care of their own personal drama. I could be a psychologist. I could be a babysitter. I could be a doctor. I'm an oracle reader. I could teach them some fashion. I could teach hair. I could farm. I'm intelligent. I'm some type of lawyer. I'm not just a pretty face, bruv. You can't see me as just a pretty face. Most women are not just a pretty face because we be taking care of business. We just don't get the credit for it, but it doesn't take away from our worth, our value. But y'all only know our value when we leave. When you don't have access to all the great things that we brought to your environment, that's when y'all realize, oh shit, that was a good one. No shit, Sherlock. See, even in this scenario, y'all sound stupid. You have a good woman right there. But all you care about is, can she sex you good? Does she look sexy when she walk out the house with you? That's it. That's why so many of y'all be choosing the wrong women. And y'all end up miserable with that fucking Jezebel. Or those Jezebels. Because they don't have no decorum. They don't know how to behave. They just ratchet. Bad bitch. Y'all think that shit is cute. It's hot. It's sexy. Look at her boobs. Look at her butt. Look at her attitude. Can you take that home to your mama? And if you say yes, it's like, shit, you got, yeah, your tree is rotten from the root. Anyway, so let's see. So we got the 7 of Swords to the 3 of Pentacles. So yeah, we have to be strategic about how we work together. I have to be strategic. Women have to be strategic about how we interact with you people. Because left up to you, y'all would ignore all the great factors about us. Because it suits your narrative. It makes you comfortable to be the type of you that you want to be. And the type of you that you want to be is the type of you that don't have to make the effort. You don't want to make the effort to be a man. You want to be comfortable to be a man boy. You want to be treated like a man, but you want to act like a man boy as it pleases you. So you want to go out and ogle extra girls on the side and probably fuck them or make them suck you off, or, you know, with no respect to the woman who deserves better that you left at home. The woman who is at home keeping your house in order, keeping your children in order, raising children you can be proud of, even though you had nothing to do. You think Malachi isn't very proud of Malika? Malachi is so proud of Malika. Malachi wish he could get back in Malika's life. As if he had anything to do with having a daughter of such high stature. He had nothing to do with her stature. That was all me and Malika. But y'all be wanting to reap, but y'all don't want to sow. Y'all don't want to sow. Y'all don't want to clean or till the. Y'all don't want to till the soil. Y'all don't want to chop down the trees to clear the space. Y'all don't want to till the soil. Y'all don't want to plant the seeds. Y'all don't want to water the plants. Y'all don't want to pull out the weeds from between the plants. Y'all just want to come in and reap where the woman has sown. Stop that. So yeah, we gotta be sensible about how we're interacting with you men, because y'all be using your manipulation tactics to make us feel less than. Ten of Swords. We be so much more than a pretty face and a good fuck. But that's all that you people be seeing. You men. Temperance. While we work. So we just keep it calm and we do what we do. And that's why we are the Ten of Pentacles. All by ourselves, we are the Ten of Pentacles. Women are the Ten of Pentacles all by themselves. And y'all are jealous. As if you put in the work. Y'all didn't put in no work. Men didn't put in no work. So y'all try to see us as just a pretty face, a good fuck, right? Instead of acknowledging the fact that we are the woman of the house. We could do all these things by ourselves, bro. All we need is some dick. It's nice to have some real dick. Dildos, they're all right, but shit, the real dick come with a real man. That's what be allowing a lot of y'all to get in, you know. But for the real strong women, shit, you can keep your real dick, because the real dick come with a real dickhead, and it's just not worth it, you know. I'll wait. I'll wait for a man who don't have a dickhead. Or if you choose to grow up and stop being a dickhead, then that'll be pleasant too. I'll wait. So yeah, the underlying issue is y'all be trying to reduce us to just a nice time in the bedroom and something great to look at, when really and truly we're so much more than that. So we have to be strategic about how we work with you, because y'all be putting in the effort to make us feel like shit. How many men have killed women because they're jealous of their earning potential? How many men have done things to keep women back because they're jealous, but they'll never admit that they're jealous? But they are jealous of how intelligent she is and how uh, put together she is. You know, she's beautiful. She carries herself well. She's well spoken. Um, she has sophistication about her. And she get a lot of compliments from a lot of people everywhere. You'd think that a man would be proud to have a woman like that by his side, but a lot of men would be offended by the fact that the woman is so great. She's your woman. Why aren't you great? Why is she with you? She's with you because there's something about you that she loves. Don't get it twisted. Because I know you might ask yourself, why is she with me? And then you tell yourself all the negative things to fuel your anger, fuel your hate, instead of really facing the truth. Sometimes we be knowing that we better than you. Sometimes we be knowing that you don't deserve us. But there's something about you that make us still choose you. Yeah, we know that you're not up to our standard, but still, there are qualities of you that we like, and we know. See, this is a lot of women's problem. This is where we be getting it wrong, ladies. Potential. We be fall in love with their potential because they got little sprinkles of goodness about them that make them say, yeah, I want you, I want this one. And then we get together, and then you start to see all the other flaws and shit. But because we know what they could be, but the problem is they don't see themselves as being that guy. So they never put in the effort to become that guy. They just be completely confused as to why do you like me? How did I get a girl like you? But as you see, women have this, we can see things. We can see potential. But you know what the problem is, ladies? We see the potential in them because it is actually present. But you know what the problem really is? Is when they go out into the world around their friends and their family and they get to know you and see the star that you are, those jealous friends and family, they find every type of reasoning to talk this man out of seeing you as the respectable human being that you are, and they try to convince that man to the best of their ability that you don't really love him for real. And he believed them because that's what he was feeling in the first place. He doesn't see himself as worthy of your love. So it was easy to convince him that you don't love him for real. And a lot of the reason why these men, his friends, be talking shit about you, or his family be talking shit about you, is because they're jealous of you too. And if you two get together, you're going to change him, you're going to upgrade him. So now he is going to surpass them. And then every time he bring you around, you coming around with your good looking self, with your high manners and your sophistication and all your gifts and your skills, and you doing things trying to make everybody's life happy, not knowing that they're actually resenting you for it. This is the world that we live in, bro. The mindset of the humans, the mindset of humans. So even if you and a man could get together and really become great together, you still have to watch out for their friends and for their family talking in his ear and getting into his head and ruining what was supposed to be a good thing between you two. Sometimes it's not the man who just start behaving like an idiot out the blue. He was convinced by the people that he go and talk to behind your back about you. People that he believe have his best interest at heart. Some of the times these fucking friends and his uncles and his daddy probably want you. They wish they had a girl like you, but they don't want him to have a girl like you. It's gonna change too much of the dynamics of the family. So they talk him down. And he come home and sow seeds of destruction in your relationship. And eventually, you just go your separate ways. He start treating you like shit. You decide I don't have to stay here and take this. And eventually you go. And then they're behind the scenes laughing and feeling happy them two broke up. And he's heartbroken because he know what the fuck he just let go of. He knew your quality. He knew he didn't deserve you. He knew that he jackpot when he had you. He's the only one left sad. Because you're also happy to leave a bad situation. He's the only one in the equation that's left sad. How many times has this happened? It just keep happening over and over and over and over. And we never learn from these experiences. Because we allow other people to think for us. We allow people to get into our head and tell us shit about the people that we've already decided to love. And when they can't talk and ruin your view of that person, they set them up. Honey trap. They get a woman or a man to go and seduce them, and then, like, take pictures or get somebody to come back and tell the story. And you know what? These fucking idiots, they be falling for the honey trap. See, if you keep your dick in your pants, then that shit would never have worked. But because, you see, in that respect, they did us a favor. It's like I need to send them a thank you bouquet or something, because they revealed to me how weak you are. You're a lustful man. You don't have no discipline. And if you really respected me, you would have never fallen in for the honey. You would have never fallen for the honey trap. You see. So really and truly, they did us a favor. They did me a favor anyway. Yeah, because then that's the life that I would have to live with you. You're the cheating type. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah. So I guess this reading was supposed to be about my love life. my current, the current state of my love life. Or the current state of my loveless life. Because love don't hurt, love heal. So, my friend, if you know that you're guilty of any of those things that I've been talking about in this video, like I said, you can get me, but do you have staying power? You could get me, but can you keep me? Will you ever be found worthy of being able to keep a woman like me, a woman of my caliber, a woman of my pedigree, a woman of my class, a woman of my stature? Because right now my life is better without you. So if when you come into my life, you're not making it better than it is right now, you got to go. We're not downgrading, we are upgrading. Okay? So that will be the gauge that I use to determine whether you stay or you go. My life is not supposed to get worse. My happiness is not supposed to dwindle. My self-confidence is not supposed to get smaller. My peace of mind is not supposed to shrink. Just so you know. Okay, so that was entertaining and enlightening. I hope that my love life has at least been great lessons for everybody else who was listening. I hope that y'all got some insight from what I was talking about. And I hope that y'all are able to cultivate better relationships or make better decisions about your singlehood. Sometimes it's better to be alone. Sometimes 'tis the season to be single. Being single isn't a bad thing. It's a very liberating, rejuvenating thing. And you don't have to let nobody have sex with you at all. You can do it yourself. But you don't have to force yourself into that lifestyle either. Just be true with yourself. If that's what you feel is the best thing for you, then that's what you do. Because, like I say, if you close the door on your current partner and they still have a place in your heart and you open the door to someone else, you're only going to complicate your life. So sometimes it's best to just be single for a while, Be single for a while and let the dust settle around you. And then decide what you want to do. It's not bad to spend a year single or 2 years single, 3 years, 4 years. It just depends on how your life is going. Be honest with yourself about how your life is going. And it doesn't make sense to put yourself in a mindset where you have a desire to have a partner, because what kind of partner are you going to get? Somebody that's making you into their maid and their babysitter. Somebody who's gonna just see you as a piece of meat, something to fuck on, something to stick their dick in them in your mouth. You want somebody who's gonna value you. You want a teammate. You know? Well, shit, I want a teammate. I don't know about you, but I want a teammate. Okay? I want somebody that I could build with. Family, businesses, and as you can see, part of my life purpose is rebuilding the world. I need somebody who could keep up. I need somebody who respects my position, who respects my position in society and also support it. And I will do the same for him. I will respect his position in society and I will support him. I don't want somebody that's gonna take my position in society as a joke or something to take lightly. I risk my life for this on a regular basis. That should show you I don't take it for a joke. It's something that I'm willing to see straight through. And if you come into my life, then you come into this fire pit with me. So if you can't take this heat, don't come in this kitchen. This is not the kitchen for you. I don't care how much you like how the kitchen look. There's a lot more going on here than just a pretty face and an intelligent mind. This woman is on the government's hit list. And this woman is on several governments' hit list. So if you're going to be my man, that's the type of woman that you're getting involved with. Your family is also going to be pulled in. I need somebody I could trust. I need people that's not going to sell me out. Because what I'm doing is too important. It's not a selfish thing that I'm doing. I'm doing what I'm doing for the whole world. Or as far as I can reach. I deserve to be protected. I deserve to be encouraged and supported. I don't deserve for people to come into my life pretending to love me only to sell me out. Taking money to put poison in my food, taking money to come chat shit in my ear, trying to stray my thinking and all these things. Fuck off with that. I've had enough of people betraying me. It's either you're supporting me or you leave me alone. You see what the fuck I am. You see who I am. You see what I do. You need to take all these things into consideration when you're talking about you love me and you want to be with me. I am up there. On the government's hit list. Because as you can see, my posts, they shake and change society. They change the very psychological DNA structure of society. And the eyes are useless when the mind is blind. But on this channel, you can't have a blind mind. So that's how important I am to myself and to the masses. I have the courage to speak these things out loud, in spite of the fight that's going to come to me for speaking these things out loud. The least that y'all can do is either leave me alone or get me a man who is deserving of the type of woman that I am. A man who understands what I'm trying to accomplish here and respects and supports it. Not somebody who's afraid of Babylon. Because they fight against me, they're going to fight against you too, whoever you be, my man. Just by being my man, you automatically declare yourself the enemy of the system too. That's the reality. It says that you stand for a lot of things that I stand for. And therefore, they're going to make us suffer together. So you have to be willing to suffer with me. It's not a fantasy. This is my reality. You're going to breathe in this poison gas too. You're going to have your food fucked with too. They fucked with everybody's food anyway, but in my case, they fucked with my food double so. So there's a lot of things for you to consider when you want to talk about you want Shanel. Do you really want Shanel? Can you handle it? Can your people handle it? All the people that matter to you, how will they feel if you claim, say, you want Shanel? Why Shanel? A lot of people are afraid of the government. So a lot of people are happy to reject me because they don't want that smoke. I want that smoke. It's necessary for somebody to take that smoke. I'll do it. I'm built for it. And the man that's meant to sit in it with me, he'll be built for it too. Are you that guy or not? That's for you to know. So that brings me to the end of this one. Yeah. So thank y'all so much for joining me. And I'll be seeing y'all around. Until next time, my loves. Hmm. Yeah, you can get me, but can you keep me? And women are only stronger than men because y'all leave us with all the responsibilities. So by us taking on the responsibilities, we learn a whole lot. That's why we're so smart. That's it. If you were taking on the responsibilities, you'd be the smart one. Y'all gave us the power by avoiding your responsibilities. Okay? It's no offense to you, gentlemen. Stop allowing society to make you comfortable, to find every excuse in the book to avoid being responsible and mature. It doesn't work out well for you in the end. And now y'all want to be vexed at women because we're achieving so much. Don't be mad at us. Y'all made us strong because we had to take up the responsibilities that you refused to. We had to take up our responsibilities and your responsibilities. Okay? Yeah. So, yeah. I'm happy to be here with y'all. I don't know why I feel like I don't want to go today. This is weird. But I gotta go. You gotta go. Y'all supposed to be working and shit. Y'all are here listening to me. I mean, it's invaluable information, so it was a great listen. But we don't want the man getting any angrier at me because they already don't like me. Now I'm stopping people from doing their work and shit in the offices and all that. It's like this bitch gotta go, man. No, I'm joking. joking. But yeah, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. So, my loves, thank y'all so very much for joining me today. And I wish us all the very best going forward. Okay? So, yeah.